Welcome back, everyone. It's the Bourbon Judge. Back at it, ready to have a little bit of fun. I'm going to go ahead and give you today 5 different cask strength whiskeys that I'm enjoying personally. And these cask strength whiskeys are just flat out amazing. They're affordable, so all of them, all 5, are less than like $75, all 5. For the most part, you can find the majority of them, maybe not each and every one depending on where you live, but at least 1 or 2 of them you can find pretty easy as a whole. And then of course, you know the way I roll. At the end, I'm going to throw in an asterisk, right? Or asterisk. I'm going to throw that in at the end. I'll throw that one at the end. Now that one, it will be the asterisk because it's obviously a little bit more expensive, harder to find as well. But it is absolutely amazing. Flat out, it's cold outside. I mean, we had the huge storm that came across the US. Many places have snow, ice, sleet, combination of all 3, or just flat out, it's just cold in general. So these are ones that I'm currently enjoying, and I highly recommend for you to go out and grab at least 1 or 2 these bad boys. Cool? All right. So no particular order. We're just going to fly through all 5 and have a little bit of fun. All right. First one coming in. This is a brand that I really am starting to enjoy a lot. I've had them on the channel before via like a live stream. I've talked about their products in many occasions as well. This one comes in, I think, like at $60. All their whiskey, I don't think I've ever seen anything priced more than $75, but this one is about $60 itself. This is Penelope barrel strength or cask strength whiskey. Absolutely amazing whiskey. So this is Rob and Danny, the guys out of Jersey, my Jersey connection. They are sourcing their whiskey, which are very flat out and honest about that, which I love, from MGP. But they're blending it themselves. And this one here, this barrel strength is absolutely a hitter. I think this is my 2nd bottle, I believe, of this particular type of the barrel strength from Penelope. Great brand. More important, great whiskey, available and affordable at $60. You can't go wrong. All right, what's number 2? Again, these are not in order. These are just the 5 that I'm sipping right now. What's number 2, Judge? Number 2 is what's in my glass right now. Now, this one is a store pick that I did for myself. I did actually, well, not for myself. I did it for one of my local stores. Went out to Kentucky to Luxro and did this store pick. But I've seen these across the U.S. These are popping up across the U.S. as various different store picks as a whole. So this is Ezra Brooks cask strength. So this is a cask strength version. It comes in at exactly 120 proof, not full barrel proof, right? Because there are obviously Luxro is adding a little bit of water to cap it at 120 proof, but still cask strength. As it says here on the label. Again, this is a $50 bottle, or 50 or $55 per bottle. Absolutely amazing whiskey. Now this one is even more amazing because yours truly picked it out. Actually, myself and one of my patrons, my buddy David, DMCKY, Kentucky, he helped me. We picked this one out together, and it is flat out ridiculously good. But I will say I've had other Ezra Brooks cask strength options from other stores and other places, and they too have been very good. So they're very consistent, I will say that. So that's the 2nd one. Again, $55. Easy. It's not highly allocated, on the shelf in many places. Grab yourself a bottle of this great whiskey. Don't worry about all the highly allocated stuff that most of us, even including myself, can't even get. Cool? All right. Number 3. Oh, man. This is one where, in my opinion, it is flat out fantastic. And I mean, this company, this brand, they source some fantastic whiskey, primarily again from MGP, but their whiskey is great. This is a rye whiskey, but this is Proof and Wood, the Senator. I've talked about this one numerous times on the channel. Proof and Wood, this rye whiskey, the Senator, is absolutely amazing. I think this is like maybe a $70 bottle, $65, $70 bottle. Absolutely fantastic. I've had a couple of different versions of the Senator over the years. They've always been great, but most recently, they're actually fantastic. It's that damn good. Again, not highly allocated, sitting on the shelf, telling everyone out there, hold off. I guarantee you there's a lot of great whiskey out there without the name Buffalo Trace on it. It actually does exist. It truly does. All right, real quick, before I go into the last 2 in the asterisk, a couple favorites. Number 1, hit the like button. Number 2, drop me a comment. Let me know. It's cold out. It's cask strength season for the most part. What are you sipping on? And last but not least, go ahead, hit the subscribe button. Let's get it over with. Help a brother out. All right. Cheers again, everyone. Mm. Oh, wow. That Ezra Brooks is so good. Mm. All right. Going to number 4. Now, this one is a fan favorite. What do you mean, Judge? What do you mean, fan favorite? I'm going to pour some more of my Ezra Brooks. Fan favorite for the fact of it comes out 3 times per year. I think you already have an idea. It's about $75, depending on where you live. I mean, it might be a couple of dollars more, if a store marked up by a couple bucks, but they're truly not typically marked up a lot because it comes out a couple times per year. There are a ton, and I mean a ton, of store picks version of this whiskey out there. I think almost everyone would agree that across the board is absolutely fantastic whiskey as a whole. Gotta give it up. Have to include Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. Oh, I mean, when you're talking about Elijah Craig Barrel Proof, a Heaven Hill product, again, comes out 3 times per year. Always really good, solid whiskey. Aged 12 years. And even the ones that are, single barrel, like store picks that are out there, and they are popping up all over, at least over the Northeast. I've seen them all over Jersey, Maryland, Delaware. They're all over store picks version of them. They're all typically very, very good. You cannot go wrong with an Elijah Craig Barrel Proof product. Every day, all day, solid whiskey. Man, 4 down. We're at the end of the road with number 5. Plus, we have the asterisk, though, right? All right. Coming in the number 5 spot. This is a whiskey that is sourced. I've had some of their, standard, small batch years ago, and it was absolutely horrible. I was convinced by one of my patrons, my buddy Chris Bruno. He was like, Judge, this bottle is so good, I'm going to send you a sample of it. He's like, I'm going to guarantee you're going to like it. Now, that's a lot. When someone says they're going to guarantee that I'm going to like a whiskey, that says a lot. But I will say, Chris, the proof was in the pudding. Coming in about $65. This product only, not all their other stuff, just this one, is probably one of the best secrets of 2022. If you see any of these, I would probably maybe even get this one first, other than, of course, my own store pick. The single barrel, bare knuckle, aged 6 years. This high rye bourbon is flat out freaking amazing. And I don't mean good, flat out freaking amazing. This, wow. Oh, Chris, I know Mrs. Bruno may not like to hear this, but you are right. You are spot on, my man. You are absolutely spot on. This juice is flat out freaking ridiculous. Absolutely amazing. And I've seen, this bottle at other stores, and I've tried it as well. It's also very, very good. So truly a great bottle. One that was a huge surprise for me for 2022. All right. Time for a little sip before I go into the asterisk. Whew. For Ezra Brooks. Whew. Lux Rose bringing the heat with that one. All right. Coming in as my asterisk. It's the asterisk because primarily a couple reasons. Number 1, really hard to find. Number 2, a little bit higher on the price from a price standpoint. This one I think was like either $1.35 or $1.40. It's about $140 with tax, close to $150. Now I've had the toasted one before, the double oak, and that one was amazing. That is only a $75 bottle. But this one, because it's cask strength and it's aged 14 years, it's definitely a little bit more expensive. Like I said, at close to $150, but it's flat out one of the best bottles I've had in 2022. That says a lot. Lucky 7, the proprietor, aged 14 years. Oh my gosh. So this bottle, the bottle I have here, coming in at 130.5 proof. So Lucky 7 for the most part is sourcing. I've heard this is primarily sourced from Barton 1792. So think of like Calumet 15, 16 year, but where the Calumet is always like 105, 106 proof, 106 proof ish. This is the straight up cask strength version of it, if you will. So this one coming in at 130.5 proof, aged 14 years. That, if you're looking to treat yourselves, my friend, this is dessert all by itself. You don't need dinner. You don't need an appetizer. Go straight to the dessert. That's the main meal, in my opinion. This is absolutely flat out just ridiculously good. Hey, my friends, until the next time, as always, peace, cheers, happy new year,